Hey everybody. Okay, so today we're going to be studying the negative space and the positive space in and around the letter forms that you create. And for this part of the project, I want you to print out your name in whatever font you like, as big as you can so that it fits across the whole page. Because what we're going to be doing is covering this up with a plain sheet of paper, and then we're going to trace over the outside, just color in the outside and not the letters themselves. Okay, I'm going to show you how I do it. You're going to tape this just like this to a window so that you can see through and see those letters better. All right, I have a light table, so I'm going to use my light table, but a window works just as well. So here's my paper. I've got my plain paper over top of my printed name, and I'm going to just start tracing the space. I'm just shading it in, the empty space or the negative space around my letters, because I want to be really conscious of how much space each letter takes up and the shapes that are created outside of them. Because one way that designers design logos and any kind of special type is to fit letters together. Okay, so here's my first letter already done. Can you see that? So that's the letter P. And I can see that it has some hard edges. I can see that it has a consistent stroke all the way around. I can see that it has a pretty big counter. That's the negative space inside of a letter, like the hollow spot. That's a counter. I'm going to keep going. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my dog is under the desk right now and she is snoring. So that sound, it's not me. I'm not asleep. It's the dog. All right, so I got my P and my A. And I'm looking around, and I'm looking around the outside of these letter forms. Oop. Let me straighten up that edge. It's kind of wonky. And I'm just looking for the way these things fit together. You notice that the A, in this particular font, the X height of all the lowercase letters comes up higher than the midpoint of the capital letters. Like here's my capital letter, here's the top of it, here's the bottom of it, and here's my middle of that. And notice that it's about 2/3. Okay, that's about 2/3 of the total height of my font. Okay. Just kind of interesting, and you use this kind of information when you are designing logos or when you are doing signage for wayfinding in buildings and things like that. You keep going on. As a designer, I'm looking at how big the counters are. Like this empty space inside the letter U, that's called a counter. Same thing as this empty space inside the A and this one inside the P. How thick is that counter? How do the letters of this font resolve themselves when they hit the baseline? Like here I am going down to the baseline, and I have one really nice curve, and I have the other one is a little tighter curve. Do you got the idea? And I'm going to go through, I'm going to color in all of that, the whole word, so that I can see all those letters. And I'm doing it upside down, which is another trick that designers use. If you turn things upside down when you're drawing them, it means that you're looking at it in a new perspective. Okay, so you are not using symbol thinking, right? Because we're humans and we're really into symbols. You're using your eye. and you're worrying about the proportions of things, you're worrying about the specific curves and the straight lines and the length and width of things, instead of just looking at, oh, I know that's the letter P, I know that's the letter A, or whatever. Okay, so by turning it upside down, by examining that negative space, you're going to get a better sense of the design of those letters. And you're therefore going to be able to better create a logo or any other sort of typographic design. Okay, have fun.